Hello, my nostalgic friends. In this video, I want to talk about to think about in which lucky period we live. Okay, because the difference from 20 or 15 years ago, today we can shoot with everything and for really cheap. Okay, for example, you can buy a reflex camera for 60-70 euros. Okay, with the lens maybe 100, and you can shoot really nice and professional looking pictures without spending hundreds or thousands of euros. Because if you think at the first era of digital cameras, the cameras were really expensive, and actually just a small few of people which are working or with photography, which are rich, they can try some cameras. Okay, but today we can try everything for really cheap, and I want to show you in this video some ideas, okay, what you can shoot for really cheap. Okay, let's get started. First of all, I want to show you this. I bought this bag, okay, for 90 euros. With the bag, okay, I buy for this bag, which is beautiful, and inside I have two lenses and one camera. I'll show you. Okay, for 90 euros, okay. This is the first lens. As you can see, it's a reflex from Olympus system. Okay, look at that. This is the tele lens with the lens hood. We have got the kit lens, which is standard, kit lens, which looks really good actually. Look at that. This is the standard kit lens for a reflex camera. Okay, not compact cameras, which in the past you can find for 100 euros, but the compact cameras never make really good pictures, if not the top high-end cameras. And the camera, which is a reflex, really particular reflex, because look at that. We have got the mirror, which goes left to the right instead of upside down. Okay, this is a reflex. Okay, it's vintage reflex, but it's really cheap. Okay, and we have got an articulated screen, optical viewfinder, and look at that. Ta-da! It's pretty vintage, but it's fine. It works. Look at that. And you can buy this camera, like me, for 100 euros with two lenses, with the bag. Maybe not the bag sometimes, but you can find these really cheap alternatives. Also, inside the two TF cards, okay? And it's amazing, but looks too old for you. This is my bag, okay? And inside this bag, I have one of my favorite cameras ever made. This is a mirrorless, the Samsung NX300, but all kinds of this camera are really good, okay? This is the NX300, which I think is one of the best. There exists also the NX500, which is a little bit better, but I prefer this one because lower megapixel, only 20, APS-C. It's a mirrorless camera. It's one of the most beautiful things that you can ever have in your hands, because it's amazing good. Lens really sharp. On the lens we have got AF switch, info button, okay, the option button. We have got a beautiful screen here, which is tiltable, as you can see. Ta-da. We have got a full touch, okay. Maybe if I found some beautiful pictures to show you. Okay, maybe I'll show you this picture. We have got a lot of pictures. I'm trying to test it, Look at that. We have got zoom with two hands, okay? And you can do this, and you can zoom. Ta-da! Nice. That doesn't look so old, but actually it's 150, 200 euros maybe, okay? You can find the NX 1000, 2000, 3000, which are even cheaper. Okay, we are really lucky to live today, because we can find good cameras for really cheap, guys. 100 euros, you have a mirrorless, okay? You can adapt any lens that you want. You want better, more, you can buy a full frame. For 250, 300 euros, you can buy a full frame Nikon D600, okay? And this camera takes not good pictures, best pictures, okay? Full frame changes everything, guys. Try. If you use the APS-C and you want more image quality, try full frame, and you will believe myself. will believe what they're saying. Full frame change your life. Lens for frame, they're expensive. No, you can buy this one. Look at that. This lens, it's 20 euros. Okay, usually found with vintage film cameras, but it's extremely sharp. Okay, it's full plasticky and works with autofocus perfectly. Nice. You want smaller cameras, you can have that systems like the Sony A-mount, the SLT cameras like this one. I love the A33. We have got the screen which you can rotate, you know. This camera, I simply love it. It's so good, 40 megapixel APS-C, and it's cheap. The lenses are cheap because it's that system. They're very good in the hand, okay? You can find for 100, 200, okay, depends the lenses. Another thing, we have got Chinese manufacturers like TTartisan, which I often collaborate with them. Okay, they make new lenses, which is so cheap and actually autofocus, like this one. They sent me this one for the ZFC because I love my ZFC, but I don't have lenses for ZFC until now. Look at that. A small moment. Look at this beautiful lens. It's full made by metal, autofocus. It's a 35 1.8. This is the second version. It's good. You can buy for your vintage next camera. Okay. Sorry. This is the next 7. Okay, this one it's not really cheap because it's so sexy. The next 7. Look at that. How beautiful is this camera? But you can find the next 3, which is 60 euros. The next 5, 100. You buy $125 this lens. Okay. 200, you have got a nice new lens, sharp, autofocus with the APS-C camera. Really cheap, guys. Really, really cheap. This is... I want to put everything like it must be in order, you know. You can buy some lenses that now are not anymore produced, like this one, the bubble bokeh lens. Okay, the trio plan. If you want in your life to try the trio plan, it's 600 lens. Okay, it's vintage lens, it's hard to find, but now with TTartisan, okay, but the Chinese manufacturer in general, you can buy this one, which is the same lens, same optics, same build construction, but you find for 180 euros. Way cheaper, okay, and you have the unique bubble bokeh. We are so lucky to live today, because 20 years ago no one can try a bubble bokeh lens, okay, because it was so expensive. But I want to show you more. This is a new collaboration, okay, with Brighting Stars, sorry. Keep out your hands from your trousers. 9mm for full frame. This lens is a 9mm, rectilinear, okay, it's not a fisheye, no distortion, rectilinear, full frame, 9mm. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you can't imagine a lens like this one, okay, so compact, rectilinear, so good, which covers the full frame sensor. This is crazy. I bought for my Nikon ZF, okay, because I want to use my ZF, but you can find also for Sony and I think other mounts, okay, but sure, Nikon, Sony, you can find it for 150. Okay, it's not cheap like 100, but actually, if you want to have a unique looking for the world, in the world, this one it's pretty unique. And I think if they made this lens with the rating Nikon or Sony or Canon, you can pay thousands of euros. Okay, this is good. Another thing. This is a camera, guys. Yeah, this is a mirrorless camera. You can believe that I can have a mirrorless so small. Look at that. I can change lenses. Ta-da! This is the Nikon 1J4. This lens, I don't found any review about this camera. We have got also face detection, you know. Look, I show you a picture. I can zoom with 2 fingers. Look at that. With 2 fingers. How much detail. Look at that. And bokeh. Okay, 1 inch. It's not big sensor, but you can put this camera in your pocket, and it's crazy beautiful. It's full touch. We have got multi-touch. It's so modern camera. You can find for 150 to 100 euros with the lens. Oh, you have also Pentax, you know. This is the Pentax K10 from 2006, 10 megapixel APS-C. Crazy, astonishing pictures. Okay, you can find for 70 euros. It's so cheap, and that's the point, guys. You can find really cheap cameras, cheap lenses, but we are lucky to live today, because 10 years ago, 20 years ago, was really hard to buy a nice camera, full frame camera, you know, without spending a lot of money. But today we're lucky to photograph in those days. And I hope you enjoyed this video and this thinking about these arguments. Let me know in the comments if you agree. We'll see you in the next video. Ciao ciao. Grazie.